My prayer for you is that you'll know the joy in your heart of letting God's love come into your life with cleansing power. You'll hear in just a moment the story that I was telling during a Sunday morning service about Seth, the grandson to Richard, and what it was that Seth wanted to know when the heart surgeon would look at his grandfather's heart. What would he see? What does God see when he looks in your heart?
Richard would join me. Richard Francis and his grandson Seth Davenport, and welcome in from Uvalde back to your church in San Antonio whenever you're here. It's cool to be with you, Seth and Richard. Well, Mr. Francis was going through some heart problems, and Seth realized when he heard the story that his grandfather was going to have heart surgery. And so in hearing that, and Seth wanting to understand exactly what it was that his grandpa was going to go through, he asked a couple of questions. And one of those questions was to his mother and to his sister. And he said, so the surgeon is going to look into Grandpa's heart? Yes. And then with a lot of thought and insight, then Seth asked, will the surgeon see how much Grandpa loves us? That's exactly what God wants to be able to see when he looks in our hearts, is how much we love. And then Seth prayed for the surgery to go well and for his grandfather's heart to be healed. And when I arrived in the hospital, the day, I guess, after the surgery, in talking with Billy and with Richard, I heard this story for the first time. And I could tell, Seth, how it was that both of your question really got to the heart of the matter, and that your prayer got to God's heart and touched the heart of your grandfather's for his healing. Thank you for having your own heart understanding about love and knowing the special love that you and your grandfather have for each other. Thank you, Seth and Richard.